Yes, but he doesn't have any rights to that because he doesn't have his own place. So he doesn't, you earned the rights to everything because of everything you've done. That doesn't give him any rights at all because he hasn't done anything. You have to do something if you want to have something. Yeah, if you start thinking that freedom is free, then it's going to lead to a lot of mistakes because it's you can't isolate and pick one thing because all of these things are interconnected. Like you can't say, right, that the doors are mine but the windows are yours. You can't start picking on those little things. I mean, it sounds like it sounds like an argument, but it's not. It's just madness because because it's not that the garden is your garden or your vision. It's everything is your vision. The garden, the house, the kids, everything is your vision. They are, or they cannot be separated. I mean, that's the way that it is. Um, so people, young people, especially children, have to understand, and a lot of them do in a positive way and a negative way, that it's really not their world. The world doesn't. Uh, you can make an argument, oh, the world belongs to the children, and because the children are the future. There's an argument for that, but really, let's look at it really. The children don't actually own anything. It's the hard work of their parents to create the environment for them that gives them what they have. And everyone has a right to not like something, but no one has a right, especially a child, to not live with it just because it's different from your vision, because he doesn't even own anything. How can you disconnect yourself from responsibilities when you don't know anything? You don't have that power. The last thing that I said to you last week when you left was to think about the difference between have to, want to, and need to, and that is the beginning of priorities, where I would put have to at the top, especially if you live in somebody else's house. You have to respect their house because it's their rules. When you have your own house, you can have your own rules. When you have your own car, you can drive it where you want to drive it. It doesn't matter if you don't like it. Life is very often very little to do with what we like. There are obligations. You know that his arguments are wrong and they have no logic. You know that, right? Okay. His arguments.
Yes, I know that
Yeah, his arguments are wrong and there is no logic. You can't let that be. You can't leave that alone. That's not a connected conversation. That me standing and waiting until you finish talking so that I can go and do something else is not a conversation.